Raise it high up the ladder. Let we set it on fire. A little more calypso. Forget the funk and the disco.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Oui Culture. It's Friday, the 3rd of November, 2023. It's a pleasure, as always, to be here with you on Friday evening, keeping you company, and of course, having loads and loads of fun, and also getting to learn more and more, about us as a people, the way we live, the things we do, the things we eat, all of that, And tonight we have a very, very interesting, the start of a series, I would say, because it's something that we've been putting off, and we've decided, you know what, it is time to take the bull by the horn, as the folks would say, and wrestle with it. So tonight we're talking religion. We're going to start the conversation, religion, and of course we want to hear from you as well. Let me also welcome our viewers on GBN Television, our friends on our Facebook page and YouTube channel, and also our listeners on K105 FM. Wherever you're, whatever you're doing, hey, it's a pleasure to have you as always. So let's welcome the team. I'm going to start with Reece tonight because she had a really hard day today, whole day she was working hard. She was all over the place doing all kind of things. I see her on TV tonight, expatiating and carrying on, you know what I mean? So we're going to start with her. Good night, darling. How you doing?
I mash up.
You mash up?
Yeah.
Well, all this thing you do today, you must mash up, boy, yes, Beck?
I'm tired. Trust me.
Yeah?
The topic that have me here. The topic?
Maria, we call each other. She has him.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
You're chronic?
She went down. She
just been going day after day, night after night, getting barely any sleep.
Yeah?
Yes, right now I feel like my right foot start cramping because I know I ain't drinking enough water too.
I'm getting a feedback somewhere. I know where you're coming from. I feel it's Finley,
I feel so.
Yeah, I feel you hear talking. Yeah, you hear talking in the background. Yeah, you again here. Well, Reece, tell the people good night. I mean, you give them a tired good night.
Yeah, I'm not too tired to not, say good night. So, guys, this promises to be already, without just a topic, we're going to have a very heavy discussion tonight. And I'm here for it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not so sure about which aspect or which area we are going to be discussing tonight. I'm not so sure. I said I don't want any guns at my head. I know the topic, but I'm not so sure, what angle we will be looking at tonight. But I'm looking forward to this, and I just want to welcome everyone who has stayed on after the news, and those who will be joining, on the various platforms to be part of this. So, good evening, everyone.
Yes, indeed. Finley, what happened?
I'm trying to fix my picture, so go to that.
Well, so Doc, you heard the man. I was planning to leave Doc for last because when Doc welcome out, I'll let you go straight into class tonight because Doc is the lecturer tonight, Doc.
King, where you there? Where you there, King? Where you there with your white tee? I saw you Tuesday with your tight pants. And tonight you're there with your white tee. You're trending.
I did Bronx.
You get Bronx. You get Bronx in your poetin. Go ahead.
Yeah, I did Bronx, but
Anyway, Doc, tell the people good night.
Good night to all the listeners on Friday. Tonight we have promised to have a bumper program. But something, well, got three things before we really go into the program. The first thing, looking at my brethren on the screen there with his white top, I kind of wondering the skills, this genius of that person that was able to do that hairdo. Usually people plait the hair in one direction. I'm seeing some facing north, some facing east. Some of those, I don't know if I'll attempt it, Ken Ro.
Man, just say, make that make sense, though, man.
Just
say make that
sense already, I need to get to the part of what he's trying.
I wonder what kind of skill that person possess be able to complete that hairdo. I mean, totally amazing. So
that is one thing I sure of you. Your hair can do that.
I'm about to blaze him,
One thing I sure of you, you're bad mind, you're jealous.
Yes, you don't know yet.
Doc, tell him you don't hear that by choice, eh? Don't worry with
that. Not a child, afro growing on the inside.
So that was one thing. The second thing I want to actually move on to before we go into this story, where something stood out because we did 2 weeks back to back on the Revolution, and I went Saturday night to see a play done by Reece. I think every Grenadian should actually go to look at that. It is such a clear and close depiction of what actually took place. When this weekend promised to be the last weekend, but it's totally out of this hook display on the Revolution. So I just want to give, just recognizing that in Grenada we have so much talent, and I just want to really recognize the hard work of Reece Peters in putting on that production. So, my brother, that is what I had to say. Good night to everyone. And of course, today I'm traveling this morning going to work, boy. I nearly run off the road, Godfrey.
Oh, no way.
Because when somebody attempted to sing a song this morning, and I'm going over you.
Yeah?
I said, what? I nearly run off. They didn't even stop yet. I said, what?
Let me tell you something. There was no attempt. Because I stated viewers would diminish. So I'm not going to attempt. Don't try that. Don't try that at all. You're talking
it has fit you nicely and you put it on.
Yeah?
And of course, I heard my brother, my other colleague doing a really wonderful performance on the Carnage. So that again, I need to commend him on that. And Godfrey, I saw you today. I tried to wave, but when you're doing the big show, you recognize me.
I see you too.
Well, we saw you today too. We saw your head shining on Facebook. You went to my alma mater, where no other school could have won whatever you all were doing. You went there, and you handed over what was rightfully yours. We saw you too. We all saw each other.
Proper thing. Finley, tell them people good night, and let me
But I say good night there, man. Let me go with
that. You say, well, proper thing. So we're going to introduce, and folks, that's about time when we introduce the doc. Tonight we're talking religion. We're starting the discussion on religion. So, Doc, over to you.
Well, once again, good night. Religion influence and affect the way most people live their life. And in the religion context, it's heavily influenced our interpretation of the world. Religion is basically about our belief system. We've been having several influences from Christianity. I don't know if I should actually start from Christianity or what was there before Christianity. But we had Christianity, we had the Muslims, we had the Hindus that came in during the Indian leadership. We had African spirituality, and of course, the last one I would say is mainly influencing us in the last 50 years was that of Rastafarianism. So religion play a major role in the way we see the world, in the way we live our life. It informs us of our decision. It seems to dictate our morals, etc. And in some cases, lack of it. So tonight we are going to be looking at religion and the impact it has on Grenada. When we look at the sum total, if it is always positive, if it has this negative connotation and what it is. So I think the class is all prepared to make the individual contribution on looking at the different aspects of religion and how it impacted Grenada. Our first major encounter with a different religious belief was when Europeans came here. The year could have been 1649 or 1651, depending on the side of the eye you take, and how it impacted that major massacre that took place in Grenada as European power tried to get rid of the Kalinagos. And since then, it has had a serious impact even on the decision to get slaves out of Africa or to continue having slaves. So we are here for a bumper discussion, and I think to see this impact and what it means for us as Grenadians, what is the role of religion. So different members of this team chose or had different religion to look at. I think Godfrey chose Christianity, and since it was probably the first major impact, I think we would head right up to Godfrey, our main host.
You hosting tonight, me not supposed to say who talking. This one, Finley, man.
Well, you know, and again, based on our culture, we have an attitude where people that are deputy and that just want to tell the head what to do. So I'm just following on our cultural norm. Come on, Godfrey, take the lead. Go ahead.
So now we're gonna get Reece view, because you know, and the reason why I want Reece come in here, you know, when well, somebody tell me, I ain't sure. I think I read that somewhere. When religion first came to Grenada, the first of the religious people land in Guelph. And then from there, it kind of filtered through other parts of Grenada. So, Reece, tell us about that.
Reece, you're muted.
You're muted.
Get into this. I'm getting right. You want me to tell you about the first set of religion landed in Guelph?
Well, I mean...
Listen, Godfrey, I those people that want to get to side in Guelph, right, on the blocks. Allow me tonight, okay? Fans have been asking for you to allow me. Allow me tonight, okay? Allow me.
Well, we want to hear your take. I mean, Doc open the button. We coming around.
Yeah, but hold on, before Reece come. You see, no like juice, I'm a little girl. A little girl, you know. The little girl watch me and she tell me, I don't know that lyrics tonight.
Yes, every day.
And she don't please her.
She vexed, she well vexed.
She vexed. She tell me, I don't know that lyrics I don't do right. So I mean,
we got to know why it should buy.
So religion. What have we narrowed it down to? Religion in Grenada or just religion?
Well, I mean, I think Doc gave a nice overview, so I think it's important because I mean, in Grenada we have so much different religions. We could start and then we would, you know, as the discussion go on.
If we go global, we want that might be a little bit out of what.
Let me just before Reece come in, let me just say this. Now, one of the things that let me see that I've said that before on this program. All civilizations that you could think about from way back when had two things in common, really. One, they worship some supreme being. right? Which basically is what religion and the heart of religion and religious belief. The holding a supreme being to a higher power and believing that there is. And the fact that inherent in religion is the whole thing of belief, of faith, as religious people call it. Believing without seeing, right? And you'll find that people who go the evidential kind of route sometimes struggle with this whole religion thing, because it is about believing what you don't see, but that you are told, and you develop from that a sort of mindset that that's how it is. And it is very, very obscene, really, to tell you that that is not how it is. You don't even know why that is not how it is. It doesn't sometimes follow the lines of logic as we see, but it is just basic assumptions that we take for granted. This is how it is, and this is how it's supposed to be, right? So that is one thing. All societies have had that. You go way back when. And then the second thing that societies have is a way to brew some little mixture to get a little head. From way back when, men brewing mixture, all right? So from that standpoint, maybe it is not fair to say that religion came to us in 16 how much, because the truth is that in the Kalinagos and so on, they had the thing, right? They had the thing, they believed in the supreme being that they worshipped and whatnot. I think the issue of religion and how religion, and probably Doc might better tie this in, because when we came as slaves, then a different kind of religious thing came from the Europeans, really. And it is this that we hold on to, basically, today. That same religious teachings that came from the Europeans, from the same people who enslaved us, mind you, gave us that kind of religion that we follow now, all right? And people are even, I mean, we more bad for the European religion than the European and them, you know. We know about it better than them, and we more bad for it than them, you know. And it is from that standpoint that we kind of, this is where our religious beliefs kind of stem from, and this is what determines, and as Doc said, a lot of things with morals, what we eat, what we drink, how we socialize, and sometimes the way we talk nonsense as well.
So guys, let me tell you, so Scholar, we're going to just take a pause here because we have to stop to take our usual NLA break, and we'll be back in just a moment. So stay with us, folks. We have a lot more when we get back.
We don't dance from the maple.